I hear people talking about successful women, right? Not wanting a man that's not as successful as they are, right? And the men talking about the women, that raise daughters, right? But in my case, like I raised my daughter. You see what I'm saying? Now my wife raised her too, but I raised her as well. See, like at first I wasn't going to get into her like I didn't know about a girl, right? I didn't know what to do. I didn't do hair and I didn't even know how to cook, so I didn't know what to do. All I knew is I had to protect her, but not to have a conversation with her or whatever. How would I know that? So my mother, being my mother and understanding her son, she told me the conversation to have with my daughter. So once I started having that conversation, it was easier to talk to her about anything and everything. So what I'm saying is, once my daughter told me what her dreams were when she was 6 years old, then as her father, then I felt that I had to make sure that she had the opportunity to achieve her goals. So I had to raise her to believe in her, right? Because she wanted to be a doctor. So if I didn't teach her how to study, how to apply herself, then she wouldn't be able to apply herself when she needed to study. So what I did was I had a life regimen, just like you guys who teaching y'all sons and trying to get them to the NFL. You got them on a regiment, right? Where, they got to shoot so many free throws if they trying to get to the NBA, so many jump shots. You got some guys get up 4 o'clock in the morning and train and then go to school. You see what I'm saying? Because they putting that work ethic in them, right? So that's what I was doing with my daughter. So you all is talking about these independent daughters, but they probably got a man in their life, right, that's putting their boots on about sorry dudes, right? So now, am I hating on men because I'm preparing my daughter for if she choose the wrong man? So what am I supposed to do as a father when I'm going to have to pick up the pieces, right? Because it's my daughter. You see what I'm saying? So if I don't raise my daughter, right, to be able to live without me, then I raise my daughter to be dependent on a man. See, if I raise my daughter to be dependent on me, then I raise my daughter to be dependent on a man. Now, how do I love my daughter if I don't teach her how to replace me? See, and I think that's what we as parents don't understand. We need to raise our daughters, right, just like we raise our sons. But do the man actually raise the son? Because my mother, my Aunt Felder, and my grandmother raised me. Now what my daddy did was challenge me, because he's a man. See, so he didn't teach me how to think. He taught me how to do. You see what I'm saying? But my mother taught me how to think about what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling my brother-in-law, you know the difference between me and a crazy person? That I'm serious. See, a crazy person will do anything because they crazy. They done went crazy, right? But a serious person do what they got to do to get to what they got to get to. See what I'm saying? So that's why most criminals plan, right? Most fools react to the plan. And then the creator of the plan execute the plan once the fool steps into the trap. So you got to understand, if you fighting the devil, you fighting for your life, right? So why would you then win your life and trade your life in for money? Because understand, when the devil was trying to take my life, he first took the money, right? So now I'm teaching my daughter, right? See, I'm saying, see how a real man handle a problem? Well, you're not a man, but you still got a problem. So you don't need to be a gender to learn how to handle a problem. You see what I'm saying? So if I love you, then I gotta instill in you how to, just like I would your brother. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what I was telling my daughter. See, I know that my mother, my grandmother, and my Aunt Felder taught me how to be a compassionate man, right? Now my daddy taught me how to be a protective man. See what I'm saying? Where you die to defend your family. See what I'm saying? But now, I mean, how can a family that was once enslaved, right, understand a father that's willing to die to protect them? So they looking at you, they saying, well, Dad, I love you. But you looking at your daughter and you saying, baby, if Daddy can't protect you, then what about Daddy? Right? If I let somebody destroy me, then I let them destroy you vicariously, see, through me. See, just like a man live vicariously through his son get in the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. If that was his daddy's dream, then his daddy is living vicariously through him. See what I'm saying? But because of my mother, my grandmother, and my Aunt Felder having such a profound effect on my life, I didn't see my daughter as a liability. I saw her as an asset. You see what I'm saying? I just had to show her what her blessing is. Her blessing is what she wanted to be, because a doctor will help more people than a beggar.